I know that. We're not supposed to be here. What the you mean I don't like waffles? Who cares? What about me?
What up, world? It's me, your host of Where Are We podcast. I am Andre X. I'm here with my guy Yanti with the panties. We got the guy behind the wall. We have a very special guest all the way from fucking East Bubble fuck of the other side of the world. Lucky Dice!
What's up?
Yes, Lucky Dice.
Peace and blessings to all.
Yes.
Peace and blessings to all.
Long time coming. We're very grateful to have this man on our show. So you know how the first 5 minutes of our show goes. Roll up, grab your bitch, watch this instead of Netflix, please. Turn us on. And real quick, Dice, if you can just point right here with me, because this is a problem. Subscribe! Right here. Subscribe! Thank you. Also, we're going to roll up. So if you have time to go call your dealer, call him now. Because the show's an hour and you have time to, unless they live in Lawrence, you're not going to see it.
And this
But
should be a
you know how it is.
burner.
Yeah. So let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Roll up. Yeah, man. So I like to smoke weed. You know, that's my vice.
Of course.
And recently, I've been going to this one spot that's been killing me with the weed. Like they're like, I'm like falling asleep. I love it. Mission Dispensary in Georgetown.
Yo, it's fire.
Fire. Like literally, their logo is a fire. So
Okay,
check out Mission Dispensary in Georgetown, Massachusetts.
Check them out.
I went there. They have a big bud lady just standing there waiting for you to hug her. Go and get your bud. Peace.
Yeah.
So what's your vice? I know you smoke, but like I know there's a piece of like party in you. You know what I mean? Like, so what is your vice?
My vice?
Your go-to, you know?
My go-to is definitely smoking.
Smoking?
As you know, that's always been like, you know what I mean? A thing with me. It's
Yeah.
Part of it's like part of breathing.
Yes. It's become
You know
part of
what I mean?
your personality, yeah.
It's weird. I went from like a casual smoker to a pothead. I think I went through all the phases to like weed just being like part of breathing. So now I don't care if I'm high or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it always comes back. It's always around.
Did weed come into your life through music, or was it passed down to like all my uncles used to do it all the time?
Nah. I'm probably a first generation smoker.
You can tell.
Tell. But it just kind of came to me, you know, through like, you know, your friends and kind of the phases you go. And I think as I was discovering myself, like, you know what I'm saying, after college is kind of when I fell into the world of smoking. But it ended up being a perfect marriage for me, you know, and now here I am, and it's more of a meditative, holistic practice more than anything. It's like part of my sigil in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How excited were you when it became legal?
It was always legal to me.
Yeah, no, I know.
So
yeah,
to
but
me,
you know,
I was like,
it was always legal,
time.
but we always like even me, like being the son of a cop, like, yeah, maybe I won't get arrested if they catch me with it, right? But like, I'm not saying that I abused power like that, which I never did, but I still had to look over my shoulder when it wasn't legal to be like, oh, make sure I wasn't getting caught, you know? Yeah. I like that not worry feeling. I don't have to worry.
Right. No, I think we all kind of like that, you know what I mean? But I just, you know, I've always had friends that could move it. There's always things. So even when it wasn't, I was still living like it was. So when it became, it was like, finally society's catching up to how I live. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? Now I can walk outside and now I can smoke in front of, his funny thing is when they first made it legal in Mass, I think, the next day I was driving and I had the window down. I pulled up. There was like police there and I'm smoking the J right there. Just looking at, what's up? It's legal now.
While you were driving? It's not legal while you drive. So they let you go.
Mean?
You got lucky.
They let me go.
That's what I'm saying. That you got lucky because it's not legal.
Is it legal in New Hampshire?
They treat it like liquor. You can't do it and drive.
No, I'm saying, is weed legal in New Hampshire still? Or
no.
It's decriminalized.
It's decriminalized. Like you can get caught growing it and they'll just like smoke your shit.
Oh well.
No, they'll arrest you.
Maybe that was just me, but
because I've been working out there.
They let me live.
That's what I'm saying. You got that like you. I'm not gonna get arrested face. You know what I mean? That's the kind of face you got.
Yeah, I'm very zen.
Like I remember this one time, which has nothing to do with you getting arrested, but you definitely could have got arrested if there was a cop there. We were on tour in Europe and we're sitting on the bus, and the bus is a very small seating. And so Dice was a little drunk, and he's like, he spread his like legs on both chairs and just fell asleep. Pause. And like I'm in the seat behind them. I'm trying to do the same thing, but a stranger comes to sit next to me, and then I'm like, nah, you can't sit here because my book bag's here. And so he tried to sit where Dice was, and Dice is like, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, it wasn't like that, dog.
Get the fuck out of here, dog. I'm black. The fuck out of here.
Oh, yo, nah, you know what it was?
You're like, I'm black, nigga.
No,
the fuck out of here. I was like, what the?
Nah, you know what it was? You know what it was?
And Rex is in the back like, that's right.
You know what it was? I think we was somewhere in Germany.
We were in Germany, yeah, we were in Germany.
Cat got on the butt. He came on feeling like entitled.
Yes.
But it's like, no, we're not from here. We're from a place where that's not gonna work. And so he tried to come with a little entitledness, and I had to like just check him. And I think that was a culture shock. Like, oh shit, some black dudes kind of ration on me in public.
Yeah.
We're not used to this. We used to demur, don't. But it's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna fly. You need to get a little education. So that's all that was.
Yeah, I like that. Like when we were on tour, like you guys stood your ground a lot with people that didn't speak our language, but you guys knew like they were, because of your experience of going and doing things before. Like you guys knew how to maneuver around these people that spoke different languages, or like you knew what they were doing was like bias or like even racist at sometimes. Like and there were things that I didn't notice, but it was a lot of things you guys noticed just because you've been there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I appreciated that part. I was like, yo, this is cool. I'm glad that I went with people that had experience and not people that didn't have experience, because then I guess that tour would have been like a little bit more lost for me. Like it was fun to explore, but I only explored because I knew that I was with people that knew where the fuck they were going. You know what I mean?
And that's key. You go to some places, you better, you gotta have somebody with you that knows, you know what I'm saying, what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because if not, you might be, with the wolves or the sharks, and you can't navigate those waters. You might take a wrong turn and make the wrong play. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important when going to these places, like you kind of have somebody. Then once you maneuver and get acclimated, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then you could you just know, you kind of have that tourist guide internally. You know what I'm saying?
Especially because like you appreciate shit. So the people around you like that you bring are like, oh, you're gonna appreciate this if I show you. Come through, show that. Let me show you this. Let me show you this mountain or this. Yeah. I always tell the story of like when you guys would take us to like the nice museums or like the fucking nice churches, and they're all built with gold. But you and Rex would ruin it for us. You'd be like, yo, you guys like this shit, right? And we'll be like, yeah, this shit's really beautiful. And you're like, slaves built this shit, right?
I mean, they did.
No, I know, but like,
right?
you guys would do it to us every country. Like, yo, dude, this is beautiful, right? I'm like, yeah. They're like, yeah, slaves built this too.
And that's the crazy undercurrent. It's like you go to these places and you're like, yo, slaves built these. But Europe, the ill thing about Europe that killed me outside of the mountains was like how many castles, it's like old world. You get into like, it's like you're really like seeing like remnants of old world when you see like these castles, not these cathedrals we got out here in Mass, but like castles for real. Like a city like Prague is in the valley of a whole castle. That's crazy, but
What's it like to travel for you? I know that were you born in Boston?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Boston.
But your family's from like Africa, right?
Yeah. I want to say Biafra. Shout out Biafra. But for those who don't know, that Nigeria would be the closest reference. But technically, Biafra.
Am I wrong? But you're considered like your family. They're like high in ranking in tribe, right, or something like that over there.
Yeah. My family lineage, you know what I'm saying, on my mother's side and my father's side is kind of like closer to royalty.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They've done some things. They got land, and my pops was closer to Prince side of things. So I'm blessed to have that in my, you know what I mean?
And you been there?
My bloodline. Yeah.
What's that like? What's that like being in Africa, man? I'm dying to go to Africa.
Listen, man, I feel everyone should go because it'll open your eyes culturally, and that will change your perspective. But like specifically,
perspective how? Like when you say culture like food or like the way they live or like everything.
I say that from the aspect of like if you haven't traveled, you should, because then you become a different person after your experience. Right? If you only know the block, if you only know, you know what I'm saying, your surroundings, because that's what you know, and you move, how you expanding your perspective. Go see another culture. I like to immerse myself in the culture. I like to go to people. I like to go to the hood. I like to go where the tourists is. I like to go to see the nightlife. I want to eat.
Yeah,
like,
if you can experience
the food.
experience it like if you live there, you know, right? I feel that. I feel that.
And those will change you. You basically change as a person because now your view's different. If you only see the block and you don't, you know what I'm saying? Here's a simple one. Before living in D.C., this is not even a traveling thing, but here was something that changed my perspective as an example. When growing up in Boston, right, going out before, when I used to go out a lot, it was like, I don't want to, buy a girl a drink, or I don't want to. Then you go to a place like D.C., coming from here, and you see like young black professionals having a good time. Like in Boston, all we knew was, they guns in the club, shut the club down, too many black folks. They don't know how to act.
It's crazy because
right?
DC's known for their gun in the club.
But they also have a working middle class, you know what I'm saying, a kind of urban middle class that when you get there, you're like, oh shit, hundreds of just working middle class that look like me. And there's no issue, and they're actually doing the right thing. So that was just an example, but like you can take that out further when you're talking about going to different places and different cultures. Because now you might see a food that you might learn about, a food to eat that might open you up to this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, yo, I didn't know I'm on a mountain. I never thought I would be standing on a mountain overlooking a thing. That alone, that one view might just be the thing. You know what I mean?
I live off of that. My problem is, right, is that like I live off of moments. I try to live off those moments for a long time because it doesn't happen to me every day, and I need to stop doing that. I need to start indulging in every moment that I have. But that moment on that mountain when we were shooting that video, that moment of clarity of like, wow, bro, like I'm literally reaching new heights. That's what I felt like, and
true shit.
And this is for everyone to know. I'm scared of heights. Was I not shitting bricks on the way up there?
Yeah. On the ski lift.
Yeah, that ski lift shit scared the fuck out of me. It was so high, bro. That was a really good time, bro. I really appreciate you guys taking me to that shit, man. I wanted to say also, like, you going on to different tours and different places, where is a spot that you went to that was completely different than what you know or like ever even thought that you're like, fuck, I can live here?
Shit. Completely different than what I know on
tour. You know, like oh, this culture has nothing to do with my culture, but I could see myself moving here because like I could indulge myself here. You know what I mean? Like Amsterdam was a spot for me that I was like, yo, I could live here. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Amsterdam definitely. Yeah. You could.
Yeah. Anyone can anything goes there. So anyway,
Amsterdam's the only place where I got stuck. I forget what that weed was we got from the thing. So here's the background on that. I'm gonna answer that question. Yeah. But the Amsterdam. So we got some. God, I was like, we went to the whatever the shop was. Like, let me get your best. Let me get the higher smoking shit.
It was 1 a.m, by the way.
1 a.m. So
it was still open.
We're at the telly. The revolving door locks at a certain point. You need like a key card to get in. Mm-hmm. So we get there. The revolving. All I know is remember was the revolving door was working. Smoked this weed. By the time I was trying to go in, it was locked, and I didn't have the key card. And I'm just standing there at the door, and it's not moving. I'm just like, yo, this thing's supposed to. I think I stood there for like 5 minutes, I swear. And then I think Junie came and was like, yo, and I was like, oh shit, it's locked. I was like, yo, I really got stuck.
Yeah, yo, that weed was good. Anyway. Yeah, that was a good spot, Amsterdam.
That was
but
dope.
Yeah. So
not like any place. That's hard because when you live in New England, it's shaped after Europe. So going to Europe is hard to say. I really love Poland.
I never been to Poland. You guys keep talking about it, man.
Poland reminds me of Boston.
Yeah, that's what Carol's from, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Shout out Carol, man.
So I really liked Poland.
What up, world? It's me, Andre X, the host of Where Are We podcast. I'm here with my guy Yanti with the Panties. We here to represent Mission Dispensary from Georgetown for sponsoring us for these shows. Go get your weed, your bud, your high, your gummies, your waxes, your drips, your dips, your daps. in Mission Dispensary in Georgetown. Check them out. Look, they blessed me. What?
Whatever you need, they got it.
Let's say Barcelona was kind of different.
Oh shit, Barcelona. What's that like?
Barcelona.
I hope he just said it was a little racist when he went.
I didn't.
And
Really
he's not black.
Cause
What is he?
Puerto Rican.
I mean, hey, get on. Welcome. You supposed to get that too. You supposed to get that heat too. You're not exempt. Get in here.
Okay.
Get in here.
All right, cool.
But I think Barcelona because it's almost like a Miami, South Beach, but like in Spain, in the Mediterranean Sea, and Africa's like across the water. So, they got new beaches, but it's like the whole city center. So it's like this ill city center with this ill beach on the end. And so that was kind of fire, right? Just as a whole. So I would have to throw Barcelona up. But
That's
they all are, you know what I'm saying? Berlin, they're all their own special thing. I think the most unique thing that was kind of a culture shock was traveling from different places because you can basically take the commuter rail.
Yeah. I did like that. I like that we were in a train one time. I think it was in Switzerland or something.
Yep.
And we were just going and like looking out the window was like watching a fucking movie or like a screensaver.
Yep.
You're like, yo, this is crazy, you know? Yo, so I want to start from the beginning of that. Like look at the places you've been because of your talent. Where did it start? Where did that itch start up for music? And and obviously like how like you're not way older than us, but you are older than us. So like I'm sure you started like back when it was a little more like fresh and new. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I started way back, like around high school. So that was before rapping was.
Who was president?
I don't even know. Was it Reagan? I don't know. It was Bush. I don't know. It was somebody. One of them.
Bush one, not Bush two.
Yeah. It was one of them. But I started when, it wasn't that popular to be a rapper. It was about music. You know what I'm saying? You rapped or you did something else. So that's when I started. It was just a natural creative thing with me. It wasn't even a thing to be like, I'm gonna be famous off of. It's just like I like making music. I'm a creative by nature, you know what I'm saying? It was fun, exciting, you know what I'm saying? Rebellious, all this stuff rolled up into one. And so like, and the way you just express yourself, and it was like we was freestyling on the block with, you know what I'm saying, in the South End. I was just, my boy, they the ones who got me into it. We just be freestyling, and that shit just stuck with me. And I just ended up, jumping in ciphers, and I got nice off of freestyling, and then that just kind of took its own toll.
Yeah, a lot of your verses sound like you're freestyling. Like they don't sound written.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like you're coming up off the top of the head with them too. That's dope. That's good. That's
very
that's
abstract.
cool to understand where the origin came from of that.
So it's really based in that, and then I started getting to writing music. So I started connecting with Chi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out Chi Knox.
It's the first. It's my first person I ever linked with. It was like, all right, we're gonna become a group called Alpha O, and that's when I started getting into actually writing records. You know what I mean? Writing music. You know what I'm saying? And so from there, it took a life of its own.
Nice, man. When did you drop your first project, and who was involved? Like, is it something that you did by yourself? Did you have a label? Did you have a team?
I never had a label per se. I've always had help. I've always had like a team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I met Corey. I met Rex in freshman year of high school.
Oh wow!
And so we ended up kicking it. Shay and Magoo. I met them in not freshman, in college. So you met Amherst. I met a lot of my original connects that, you know what I'm saying, I started doing music with. Shay and Magoo.
You hear that, kids, right? College is a good networking spot.
Freshman year gave me some of my lifelong friends to this day.
Nice.
People that are influential now that, we go back till then. And they all helped me get to kind of like who I am and was as an artist and, you know what I'm saying, as a person in a sense. So like, I've always been just an open, genuine person, you know what I'm saying? Kind of go with love first. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've always been that.
Yeah.
I never.
I always credit you guys, you and Corey and Junie, for opening my perspective, because you guys were on a journey of change, of like, yo, we want to start loving ourselves. And ironically, I was on that same journey without knowing it, you know? And
Right.
after that tour, I trickled down a road of like, I need to find the peace in myself before I can move on and try to bring peace to other people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And because of you guys, I'm telling you, I mean, it may not be because of you guys, but you guys definitely spark the light in me to be like, I can be living a whole different way and still love what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys for that, big time.
No, I appreciate you. You know, I always saw you.
That was cute.
I've always seen you as a super talented individual.
Thank you, man.
And then, you know, we were on tour and things like, oh, you're a great person too, but your work ethic is top level. If people don't
Appreciate
know,
that.
this man's work ethic is top level. You know what I'm saying? So we having a bro moment.
Yeah, man, I like that, bro, man.
You know what I'm saying? But that is the thing about when you travel, getting out of your comfort zone. Like, we're all growing. We're all on that journey, whether you know it or not. Even the hardships that come into your like life, that's things that are like things you need to look at so that you could be a better person. Well, we all should be striving to be better and be our greatest self. That's always what I say. So like, it's gonna be something that comes in that, you know, sparks that inspiration one way or another when you're ready. And so that's kind of like what happened at that point. And then you take it from there, as we all should.
What do you feel has been the hardest part of like your career? Like,
What's the biggest struggle you think you've been through?
The biggest struggle with my career, I guess, would be making it a whole career. If that even makes sense.
Yeah.
Like breaking through, really being paid for your craft. Really, like the struggles that's always gonna be the thing. You know what I mean? And like for me, I got to a place where it was like, all right, I've self-sacrificed enough almost. And so I was
made
like,
you want to quit?
I mean, I retired. I'm on a hiatus now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He's on a
saying?
hiatus, but music's releasing. It's a weird hiatus.
It's therapy. It's part of my life. It's
yeah.
therapy. But, you know, that's always been the thing for me. You know what I'm saying? And so I wanted to just kind of set my foundation. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go do that.
Yeah.
You know,
It definitely takes money to make money in this business, and anything actually. You know, if you want freedom of like boss and freedom of like limits and want to do what you got to do, you have to sacrifice a lot, man. And like speaking on that, you know, like you're a father, right?
I am.
And you have one child that we know of.
Come on, I got one that's factual, right?
And yeah, man, like I know what it's like to be a dad and in this business. So like to hear you say like, you know, the struggle is to make it your career, I can understand that heavy, especially when you're a parent and a single parent at that. What's that like for you, being a single parent and trying to, you know, live your dream while feeding your kids' dreams at the same time?
I mean, it's not an easy thing at all. But like, it's like the necessary thing. You want your kids to be all they can be. You want to, you know, give them the proper perspective on how to deal with life. At least that's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was always a realist with my daughter because I knew like I wasn't gonna be around her all the time and this. So it's like when I got her, I was like, here's some jewels. This is what it is. Don't worry, Dad's coming back. You like these things? I gotta do this.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like she understands. She doesn't look at it because kids are a lot smarter than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They come in here and they absorb everything when we were just talking about from the parenting aspect. But it's not easy. You want to give your kid everything. You want your child to, you know what I'm saying? Then the hardest thing that will hurt you is if they ask you for something and you don't got it to give to them.
Yeah.
That's the hardest.
That is a hard one. And let me get, if you allow me, can I give you some perspective on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
What I've learned to do is communicate with my child. You know, I'm just like, yo, like, there's things that you want, right? There's things that I want, and you're gonna see that there's things that I'm not gonna get that I want. You know what I mean? So I need you to understand that wholeheartedly. That sometimes it's not that there's enough money or anything. It's like there's things that can happen at a certain point, and there's things that can't happen. And I mean, I put that perspective on my daughter early. Like, yo, I can get you everything you need, but I can't get you everything you want. And I promise you that you will get everything you need before I do, because I am your lifeline right now. You can't work for yourself, you know. And she understands that. Another perspective I would like to give you is, and no, for your future child, is, I don't know what your daughter does right now for like activities, but I engulfed my daughter in my lifestyle, right? And I did that for the reason, because if I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, she needs to understand since a baby that this is what I'm doing every day. And because I did that, my daughter, I think, caught a bug from it, and now she loves the entertainment world. You understand?
Yeah,
and so like she puts in so much work as a dancer, and like for me, it's like she understands the work ethic and the hard work really early. You know,
good.
So like those kind of things, just for all parents, like feed your kids whatever you're feeding yourself to be happy. You know, and then let your kids choose if that's where they want to go. Don't force them there. Let them be where they want to be. But that understanding is going to come because they're seeing it since a birth. You know, like this is what they know that you do. This is who you are. It's part of you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Which is awesome. And kids are like, especially girls, they're fucking smart. I'm dealing with a lot of smart shit with my daughter. You know, like life shit. She's asking me questions. Like, you know, we communicating. I love that.
Daughters are great, man. Daughters are great from the aspect of like, they kind of teach you how to converse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really have a lot of patience with women. You know what I'm saying? But like, after my BMs and my daughter and my moms, I got endless patience now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my daughters are ill, because it's like with a boy, you could be like, yo, go sit down, be quiet because I said so. With a daughter, it's like you gotta explain.
Yeah, why?
This
Why you
is
guys
the
done?
thing.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Here is why. And so that is just ill. It just makes you kind of better.
Yeah, because I
You
feel
know
like
what I'm
boys, when you
saying?
tell them what it is, they're like, so?
Nah,
like, yo,
but,
don't jump
you
on
know,
there. You're going to hurt your head. So?
Obviously, boys is ill, right?
Yeah.
You're not, you know, but just the perspective of having a daughter, because sometimes, you know, as a guy, you want a son,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've
Oh,
always
you got
wanted.
daughter.
I've always
It's
wanted a
like,
daughter.
dear, but
I've always
yo,
wanted a daughter. I've always
daughters
told,
are ill, man.
I've always wanted a daughter first.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
But-
why. I think it's like it's a harder task.
I think all children are ill.
Yeah.
Boys are ill. Obviously, we're ill, but you know, daughters are ill from that aspect. You know what I'm saying? They help you regulate your emotions as like a father and a man, in a sense. They kind of teach you that. If you haven't learned that,
Yeah.
you'll kind of learn that with your interactions. You know what I'm saying?
Did
So
did your family support your push in music, or like was that like a self journey, or like did you have like home support, like yo, don't worry, y'all, we got the rent, or like, yeah, like go take a trip, we got the baby, you know, like did you have that kind of support, or was like you kind of like had to like
I gotta get it. I kind of had to get it how I lived for the most part, but I had, you know, support in some ways, but I always had to like finagle my support in the way.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? The way I kind of line things up. So you sacrifice things for that, you know what I mean? And so it's kind of, my daughter always had could stay with her moms, and I could, you know what I'm saying? It was just different things like
That's
that,
cool.
you know what I mean? But then your foundation isn't always solid because you're trying to be fluid in your movements. And so that becomes like the double edge to that.
Yeah.
It's like you're almost living in the wind in a sense for the sake of trying to, you know what I mean, be open. You know what I mean? But it's, you know, just how you got to do it. There's different ways to get there. There's no one way.
It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is sometimes. You just got to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's dope, because like it teaches you how to like just maneuver in ways of like, all right, fuck it, this isn't what I want at this moment, but I know this is what it is, so let's get it over with.
Absolutely. Because the thing too with how the universe works is that, you know, the universe will bring you things, but it's like it's not always gonna bring it to you the way you think, but it's gonna bring you what you need. And if you like, it can run on autopilot and work a certain way, or
Oh, I got 50,000 things to do.
What happened?
I finally showed up.
What? I
At
was
least you
busy.
came in fly. Where you get that?
I was busy, dog. Check this out, man. Let me tell you a story, bro. Look, I went on this website, www.shopaug.com, right? I typed in this code, WAW, for a discount code, popped out with this shit, bro. You know what I mean?
So wait,
In the hood, they call me Papi Champu.
do I get a discount too?
Of course, WAW. Use the WAW. I didn't want to tell you guys because I'm selfish, but I'm telling you guys now.
That works
because
for everybody. Everybody can go ahead and just
everybody can do it. If you're from Lawrence, Bethune, Haverhill, it don't matter where. You could be from Ipswich, you could be from Africa, you could be from Asia, you could be from anywhere. Just use WAW and they're gonna hook you up. I don't know why they're gonna hook you up, but I think it's because of the podcast. I didn't tell you guys, and I'm not getting paid. I promise. I'm not getting paid. I promise. And what I'm doing is, WAW is a discount code.
That's what I'm saying.
Not work as quick based on how we think, based on how our beliefs are, and based on how we move. So there's a lot that plays into it, but like the universe will bring you what you need, and it might not be what you thought. You was thinking it was this, but a different play brought you here, and that's kind of what you needed. You know what I'm saying? So that's just some little, you know,
Yeah, man.
little metaphysical jewel. I'm not, you know.
That's dope. That's
I'm not
dope.
gonna get into that.
No, that's why we wanted to get you. You know, that's why I wanted you on, because I know you speak that. You know, you drop a lot of jewels. You know what I mean? And I want to leave here with a nice necklace today. You know? So we're gonna be doing that all day. I definitely want to dig more into that. What's a like a, you know, here we like to talk about our traumas, and sometimes our traumas can be funny, or sometimes our traumas can be devastating, but we laugh at it anyways. What is something that has nothing, like maybe not on your music journey, just in your journey in life period? What's something that like derailed you, like in a way where you're like I can't do this anymore, but I gotta keep pushing, you know, like whatever it is, even living, like, you know. It doesn't have to be music. It could be like a real life situation, like, you know, maybe like you lost a lot of stuff or something. I don't know.
I've been lucky a lot just in how my life
dice, I hope so.
How my life has worked out. But I would say the biggest, like, close to that, my life in shambles always revolves around money. It always revolves around like not used to, right? Let me change that perspective. Doesn't now. And it didn't then, but I perceived it like that, right? It's important to say that. So it's always around like not having enough money or catching some overwhelming bill. It's always that scarcity of like
financials.
It was just never nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I was always just moved.
Money makes you or breaks
but
you.
It always came to me. Money always comes to me. Yeah. So it's like, it's just but the perspective of that is where I always kind of felt the biggest, like, if you say maybe the feeling of trauma, or, you know what I mean? Yeah. That feeling that we get, you know what I'm saying? But it always works itself out. That's what.
When did you stop worrying about it? Like noticing, like, you know what? I just had to stop worrying about it. Because there is a time and place where people realize, like, once I let go, shit changes.
I think definitely when I basically retired, took my hiatus, whatever, and I started again resetting again. Yeah. Right. So at that point, I'm like, I already know this is gonna work the way I want. I'm just gonna let go and kind of trust more in the universe. And that was one of the mantras that I said. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna trust more into the universe. And I can swear.
Yeah, what the fuck? I've been swearing this whole time.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck you talking
so
about?
That shit, like the universe then, like, put me in this whole nother space, and like now I'm like in a whole nother space, right?
Yeah.
Basically, what I was thinking is manifesting right now. You know what I'm saying? In terms of foundation and solidifying some things that I had not focused on for the sake of self-sacrificing for music, which is what we are supposed to do. Yeah. But it's like, I don't know.
I'm at that point. I feel like I'm at that point too, where it's like I self-sacrifice so much that the self-sacrifice has turned into, in some points, has turned into self-sabotage for my financials and my focus. What my focus should be. My focus should be peace.
Absolutely.
Right? Not music, not being this boyfriend I have to be, not being this dad I have to be. It's peace. If I'm at peace, I know that all the pieces will fall where they need to fall. And it's been working out that way ever since I've chosen to choose peace as my focus. You know what I mean?
That's perfect. That's perfect verbiage, because how we speak about things matters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That plays into manifestation and how your universe is gonna work. Because everybody, that's your space to play with. So like, how you talk casually and this, that, and the third basically is what the universe is gonna work off of.
Mm-hmm.
Where your beliefs lie, not what you wish for. So when you like, I choose, it's like you're pushing the narrative in that angle of your life, and then that starts to actually take hold the more you speak like that. So that's a wonderful way to say it, because you got to choose these things, because you have the freedom to choose anything.
Yes, you do.
That's part of the beauty of this realm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You could pick anything, but you're gonna get what you choosing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna get what you speak about.
Exactly, and be careful what you ask for, because if it's like when you ask for something or when you choose something, also choose to have the discipline and to have the emotional balance for what's to come with, so that you can prepare yourself like eternally. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
Like inner man, because I think a lot of people like they say they want things, then when they get there, they're not happy.
Because it's not about what your wants.
Yeah.
It's about what you need. It's about where your intent is, where your focus is. Some people, you get what you're asking for, you was never ready for it, but because, and the universe will give it to you sometimes to show you you're not ready. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the universe won't give it to you because you're too caught up on other things. You know what I'm saying?
Ask the universe to allow you to be ready. How about that?
Some people need that first.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
Or you can keep it general and be like, I want to operate in the space that's most optimum for me. I want my life situation to start working for my greatest benefit. You know what I'm saying? But you have to live a certain way. And that's so true. When you choose peace means like everything. What you eat, like how you know what I'm saying, how you conduct yourself, like how much discipline you have to like do the right things. You know what I mean? It's like all of it together combined, like even your responsibilities. You have to be at peace handling your responsibilities, right?
You have to love your responsibilities, because it's your fault you got them.
I mean, they don't have to be a fault.
No, I'm saying, okay, my bad. That is true. The wording is wrong. It's your choice to have those responsibilities. It was your choice to make those responsibilities yours.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, be responsible for what your responsibilities are. Like when you're a parent, even sometimes you're a parent on accident, it was still your responsibility to do that. My bad.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah. And then like, I don't want to live with my parents. Fine. You chose to do that, so you have to choose to pay your bills, because you're going to have bills now. You know what I mean? Oh, I choose to drive. Well, listen, now you got to choose to put gas in your shit. You got to choose to pay your insurance.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of choices that people want, and it does create freedom, but it starts creating this other thing, which is the financials. If you don't understand how to balance the financial part of it, all these things of freedom don't become freedom. They become a cage. They become weights. They start weighing you down because you don't know how to maneuver with the money you're getting. You know what I mean? And I think at one time, I don't know if you were part of that, but you guys were on a financial literacy road too, right?
I mean, we're always on that.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. But I think there was talks of trying to, put those things together, educate, man, get together as a group and stuff like that. It was talks, but it is about the action and the steps you take. You know what I'm saying? Because the thoughts are good, but now if the actions are not aligned, everything has to be in alignment.
Yeah.
Now if the actions don't align, like even in eating, I want to be healthy, but I'm out here wilding with my eating choices. You have the want to do, but you're not taking the steps to do. And then are you doing it on a consistent basis. But there's different levels to it all, man. You know what I'm saying? We could dive into
How do you
many levels.
how do you protect your peace? I know that like and this is like from watching you like be a rapper to being a rapper in a group with people with like-minded people, and then not being a rapper or in the group at all. And it's like, how do you protect your peace when stuff like that happens? When you feel like things are getting derailed from the plan that you initially planned?
I've always been someone that goes to self and just gets like very I've always been very self-reflective and kind of like analytical as a whole, just naturally. So I tend to, I'm a Cancer, so I just kind of go into my space and like deal with whatever I need to deal with. Process any emotions or feelings that I want. I don't want nobody in my face. I don't want to be in nobody's face. You know what I'm saying? I want to process how I want to process, and then, and
then get back to it
and elevate back from that. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of
is that how it usually goes when like is that like a reoccurring experience for you, or is it like something that you just know this is how you got to maneuver anyways?
Well, I move accordingly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll adjust and make adjustments and then move accordingly. But also, protecting my peace is like a thing that I choose. So I have to also do therapy and strive to be better. Yeah. And these type of things. You know what I'm saying? The way I kind of walked away from music, if I hurt any of my colleagues, right?
Right.
Like you and like colleagues that I came out to recruit to say, come on and get on board, and then leave them hanging, that makes me feel away, right?
Yeah,
so therein lies an apology for that. But
yeah, no,
I don't
think there's no apologies needed for any of that.
Well, I say that.
Coming from one of the people that like.
But this is like the therapy for me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it's just clear to make that distinction. You know what I'm saying? But I was still valid for why I need to get to self. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's kind of protecting your peace. I like being at peace. You know what I'm saying? That's a happy place. Yeah. So why I don't want to, I don't want to be in nothing toxic. I don't want to be in nothing that doesn't make me feel good. It is not feeding into my overall greatest self. Like we all should choose that. Like if it's not something that is elevating me, making me feel good, inspiring me, you know what I'm saying, beneficial to me or self or in some fashion, right? Then what am I even doing here? There's no point.
And that's in anything. Like some people are just working a job right now that they're just like, fucking just gotta do it. Like you can go fucking look for a job that makes you smile at least.
But the thing is, right? Yeah. Like let's say you're in a job that you hate, but you gotta get the money. But it's like now, how do you get away from that? You gotta open up. Maybe you need to open up another skill set. So now you gotta take the steps,
or find a job that pays you what you want.
But you might not have the skill sets to do that.
So you need to go get the skill sets.
There it is. Yeah. So that's what I mean. Yeah. It's like
it's a choice they're making to.
Exactly.
You know, people I know that get a job because of the money, and then they fucking hate their life. It's not worth it. They say that it's not fucking worth it. Yeah. Like I got more money, but I have no fucking time to do anything. So I'm just like, so what the fuck what is that you actually want? Like,
that's a good question.
Like,
what is it?
What is that you actually see yourself doing? Like, think about it and then find it. And like, you might not get to like the highest point of that right there and then, but at least find the median between the high and the mid. You know what I mean? And that's easy to do as long as you keep looking. And with the internet, it's possible.
Here's my last couple of tidbits on protecting your peace. Yeah. Your mantras that you say should be about grace, abundance, being thankful, being humble, because these things amplify your blessings, right? I'm gonna go buy some weed right now. Where's your favorite place to go buy weed?
Georgetown.
Where?
Mission Dispensary.
Oh, Mission Dispensary. Oh, I heard about that.
That place is lit, bro. They got best deals.
Do
best
they have
prices.
do they have gummies and shit?
Yeah, they got gummies, flour,
Tinctures?
tinctures.
Oh, I like the tinctures. I put it like I wake up in the morning. I don't even brush my teeth. I go.
You gotta be careful with the tinctures though. Them things slap.
You ever put one in your eye?
No.
Oh, it says not to.
All right. Figured.
Accepting your blessings and being thankful for the blessings that are to come. Right?
Yeah.
Never over dwelling in negative emotions. We acknowledge the things that we're weak in, right? Because you need to acknowledge them.
So we can strengthen them.
So we can strengthen them, because it is about balance. But it is about your mantras being about like those type of things. Happiness, joy, grace, abundance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being humble. You know what I'm saying? Being appreciative.
Yeah.
You know, those are the vibrations that like really make like things go.
Yeah. I feel that because my mantra is definitely I'm not asking, I'm telling the universe that I am allowing myself to be the things that I'm weak in. You know, to be better at those things. You know, like I allow an abundance of any type of revenue to flow easily into my bank account or into my pockets daily, no problem.
I feel that though. That's true.
Because it's true. I don't know. I have a problem with money because I have a problem with how to use money and how to save money and how to invest money, because I'm not a person that values money. So my mantras is for me to value that, right? My mantras is for me to be a light, because sometimes I walk around in darkness and I don't even know it. It's on my face and people are like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, nothing. And I'm like, oh shit, am I walking around in darkness right now? Because I know what it feels like to walk around in light. And people are asking you what's wrong. They're like, yo, this nigga's crazy. That's different. And I like that. I love that. I love that feeling when like you're so at peace, nothing bothers you. People can feel it and they're like they have to act like different. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people start calling me king now because I've been using the word king so much. They call everybody else nigga. I'm like, yo, what up, nigga? What up? They see me, what's up, king? Isn't that crazy? That's I appreciate that part.
That's that energy,
that I got from y'all. You know what I mean?
That energy. You know what I'm saying?
Like
that's
that part's
energy.
different.
And it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just the beginning.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna get into my spiritual practices. It's a whole nother level.
Nah, I hear
right?
you. I hear you. Yo, speaking of new beginnings, I want to give a big shout out to our new sponsors, which is AUG of Ultra Garments.
Shout out to the individual.
Check them out on
can't see.
www.shopaug.com. They got some fresh shit on there. They have a new drop coming out, so check them out.
Avant Ultra Garments.
Yeah, Avant Ultra Garments, man.
All right.
I know you are doing a little fashion line with the bullies and stuff, which is pretty cool. And I appreciated those shirts you guys made. That shit was fire, you know. So my next question is that, yo, let's talk about the bullies real quick. You know, the bullies is a good like networking group of rappers, artists, painters, a whole bunch of fucking engineers and producers, and we all connected and toured together different spots and different places. And whose idea was this to come together? I know you were like part of like a big part of it. Whose idea was it to come together and like just start connecting with different brothers to do something and make shit happen?
So originally, the bullies was Rex's idea,
Okay.
Corey's idea, and so you know, he basically was like, "Yo, we're gonna want to form this label," because you know, it's a whole lot. But that was,
but not as a label, more as like before the label idea came out. I know we were just connecting as people, right? We were going to like Atlanta. We were even, like, you know what I mean? So shit like
so
that.
that's kind of that's where the vision actually really kind of came together in a real way. When we went down to A3C, it was like, yo, we're gonna do, you know, we all went to the Airbnb. So it's kind of like that was like the seeds of, and then from there it was like later on it was like, yo, let's start this like collective from some very super talented artists in Boston and Mass as a whole, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, so we can bully our way into the industry with all of this talent. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like get like-minded artists that are ill in different ways that fill different lanes. So like when we when we put something out, it's like it's something for everyone. And then touring, right, also show the next perspective on how the show angle can work to where you can sprinkle in everybody's like music and give people this musical journey that's like crazy, right? Yeah. And so it was like all of those aspects, coming out of Boston and Mass. So that was like the idea behind it, right?
I loved it. I loved it. Yeah. Honestly, I'm still like, because of that connection, I am cool with a lot of people from different areas of Massachusetts, and I'm still cool. It's like a brother thing. It's like we're Freemasons. It's like every time we see each other, it's like us. Like it's a secret society kind of, and I love it. It's like from Bourne to like King Philip to Archetype to fucking Brian Cartier, who does paintings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like there was a whole bunch of like just different avenues and different types of people, and I loved it, man. I think that unity was cool.
Bullies, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Bullies, who still show love. Like if it's still going, you know what I mean? So I love it. Yeah, man. Let's talk about our next segment, which is sex, drugs, and other things. S.DOT. Shout out Big Blizz. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. This part of the show, we talk about sex, drugs, or other things, and in this case, we. You just choose one and speak on it. A truth about it, or an experience, or something on the news about it, or whatever the fuck it is.
Shoot.
Sex, drugs, or other things.
Damn. Interesting. Shit. Other things.
Other things? Let's talk about it, man. I know you love Boston.
All right.
They just lost the fucking game.
Oh,
let's
great
talk about
job.
how you feel. Let's talk about how you
picked
feel.
The right category. How I feel.
Yeah, how you feel, man. I mean, you work at the bar. I know the city's in the bar. Talk to me.
I mean, fortunately, if we're talking about the Celtics,
yes, we're talking about the Celtics.
I was so busy this season that I couldn't dive in, or I probably would have predicted that this outcome may happen. But what I feel like is that, these guys are gonna have to basically take a look at the team, take a look at the roster. The NBA is changing.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? What I find interesting though, we could have swept them. We fucked off all those games, so that's what you get in basketball, in sports, right? That game where Tatum got injured, it was such an enigma to me because I never think I've seen a game where a superstar is the reason why you're winning and also why you kind of lost that game.
I mean, I have plenty of LeBron James on any team.
No, because it was like he got so hot that game, he forgot he had a team. He just started taking wild shots that just allowed them to get back in the game. In that specific game, even though they shouldn't have even been in that case because they was playing around, then you'd be like, yo, what happened with Porzingis? This low management business that you got to deal with him, like, it's not going to get no better. You know what I'm saying? The NBA's changed. It's turning into like the 80s NBA. It's like the new 80s. You need like tough, physical,
hard body people.
Dogs at every position now that going hard and like
that
so,
can shoot. Everyone needs to be able to fucking shoot too now. Before it didn't matter. You just fucking, if you were big, you were big. So stand here, shut up.
Changes are gonna come, brother, and we should be okay with it.
What's the city feel like? Like, what's the energy like now?
Just say, man, we've won so much, man. That's
city,
like
it is a champion city.
You gotta respect when you take a L. You know what I mean? We took that L. We played. We kind of played ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We're not taking it seriously and still bungling down the stretch of games. You still doing that, but you a champion. That's how I look at sports. Like, but Celtics is my team, but I will just hold you accountable. I'm not playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is, dog. Let's get back to business.
Yeah.
Let's look at our team. Let's tweak. Let's see how we can put together a better roster that can compete in this new NBA that's upon us now. That's it.
New NBA. I like that. I like
That's
that.
it.
I like that take on it. Do you think not do you think, but I remember you saying therapy, and I wanted to bring up one last thing. It's like music is therapy, and now that you've been releasing stuff, before we go, is there anything that like you want to put on like that take? Music is therapy, and then you can also plug in the stuff that's coming out so we can understand.
You know, for me, music always has to come from a good place, a good space. And so, like, I wasn't necessarily in a good space music-wise, but now I'm in a better space, kind of like as a person, based on what I'm accomplishing, I think, and achieving. So it's like, let's start to heal that side of it for me, just as a creative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, I'm putting out these songs I had in the cut. I know it's not for fanfare, nothing, just to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I would
they're good records. They're not like whack records. They're album worthy records. I love them.
But you know, I can write a million records. You know what I'm saying? This is therapy. You know, it's like, let me put some stuff out that I think should be out there, and then I'll go from there.
What have you just put out? I know you did one with I think Easy.
So no, I did
Finelli, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was just a video we shot that Fuse produced.
Shout out Short Fuse. Sending you positive vibes, my brother.
Yep. And then I put out, and that's called Higher Elevation. I put out this joint Mad Men that King Phillips,
Shout out King Phillips. We just had him on too.
He did he produced the beat, he produced the record. That's a fire record. I put that out, and then I just put out the joint Black Love that me and Ray L featuring. Black Love. I know Fuse produced that as well. Let it rain. So you know,
that's me every time I hear it.
Yeah, that song's crazy, man.
Yeah,
you know.
Droga, coño.
I got a couple more, so it's like, all right, we'll put out another song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you on my album too, so that's coming out soon.
Hey, so you know.
Very soon.
And that's for therapy. After I put out these next couple, 2-3 records, then I'll see, like, you know what I mean? Maybe then I'll actually work on like a studio album or get it back into writing.
Yeah.
I
miss writing too. I miss writing. I haven't been doing that lately. I mean, I've been in a writing group, so that's why I've been doing it, but I miss writing on like my own. I used to just write down punchlines sometimes, like, you know, I don't do that no more. I don't know.
It's just a process. Right?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, yo, we love you. We thank you for being on our show, man. Is there anything else you want to tell the world, the guy behind the wall? Because you said nothing today. I think I heard you breathe one time.
I know, I get deep.
Pause. What do you have anything to say?
You guys have a nice, beautiful bromance.
Oh, man.
Thanks, man.
He's jealous.
It's okay.
A little bit.
Jealousy is a form of flattery, so we're flattered. You heard?
Yo, shout out to Og for this jacket, though.
Yeah, shout out to Og for the jackets, man. They're hooking us up with a lot of shit. I got the sweatpants on. You can't see right now, but I got the sweatpants on. They got mad gear. Go check them out. Shop.og. I mean, shopog.com. I don't know why I'm fucking this up. Anyways, anything you want to tell the world before we go?
I'm saying just be great. Strive to be better every day, man.
Yeah, I like that you did that with like I don't give a fuck, man.
It's very simple.
You know, like compared to Tony the Tiger, you know, like him saying "be great," like they're great. You were like, "Be great."
That's it, man. It's not
if you can be.
Yo, is that mission? I'm telling you.
Oh, mission hit you.
Mission.
We are on a cloud right now.
Something.
Thank you, Mission Dispensary from Georgetown. You got my guy, Mellow. Wait, I just advertised 2 different dispensaries. That's not what I should have done right there. I'm just kidding. Yo, I love you, world. Thank you for watching. Lucky Dice was on the show. We're going to be rolling dice next to see who wins some money. And peace.